Hey guys, good evening. So I'm gonna do a little product close-up for you guys. These two shirts are gonna be releasing on Friday for the drop, and I wanted to show you some details about them and explain the design a little bit for you if you're wondering. So the first thing that's cool and new is that there's a lot of new stuff on this. These are different shirts. They're not the blanks I usually use. These are oversized t-shirts, so that's a new thing. And then they're also pigment dye. I've used pigment dye sweatshirts before. I'll show you one of those right here. So the concept is still the same. There's like light and dark colors, and the shades vary in them. It's a really cool process. I really like pigment dye, but I haven't used pigment dye t-shirts before, so this is new. And then I also had a new printing technique on these, and this is called discharge printing. So what happens is that the fabric gets dyed with the ink rather than, and I'll show you the back of this, rather than the ink being placed directly on top of it. So do you see that? How the fabric is dyed? And I'll show you what a normal t-shirt looks like screen printing. Screen printing is the cheapest method for getting prints on, and that's what I use as well. It's works great and everything. I recommend screen printing. But for this particular style, I wanted that, and I'll explain why. This is what screen printing looks like. You can see that the ink is plastered on top of the garment, and the discharge printing, it's like in the garment. It has a different look. And let me put this back. Man, this t-shirt is freaking dope. I love these. We're also getting more of these on Friday, black ones, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways, back to this. The reason why I used discharge printing, cost a little bit more, is because I wanted these t-shirts to have like a worn out like prison uniform look. And I got really inspired by kind of the political climate right now, and also I just really love dystopian kind of movies, and I was like, you know what, it'd be so cool to make a t-shirt that's like a dystopian like prison uniform, like for the future, right? Like this is something that like some dystopian government would issue everyone to wear, right? Wear the same uniform. And I kind of studied prison uniforms online and kind of look at them, and I noticed that they used, from what I could tell, they used discharge printing. I don't know why, but I think it's because it lasts longer than screen print. I don't know why they do that, but from what I could tell, it's prison uniforms use discharge printing. So that's kind of like the whole design about it, the whole design, why it's like designed like that. And then for some reason, it took me a really long time to design the front. The back was just easy because I've had this idea actually for about a year. I just now implemented it. But I went through so many variations of this, and then finally I was like, oh dude, it looks dope just with the logo and the RN. And here's the other cool part about this design and what this means. So an RN number is what you get when you have a clothing brand like a LLC, like a legitimate clothing brand. It means a registered number. So this is free. You can go online and do this. When you have a legitimate clothing brand, you can get it registered with the government, and they issue you a number. And this number basically, it just is another way of stating your brand name. So if you Google search RN 157270 and then go onto the registered number database online, you will find Rubashka LLC under that. So the reason why these numbers exist is that it's a different way to state the manufacturer and clothing brands. And people do it because you have to say where the garment is made and who made it. Like my company made it, made in Mexico right there. But if I don't want to include my logo or the brand name, I can include the RN number, and that's just another way of phrasing the name, That's just like, in the government's eyes, this is the name of your clothing brand. And the cool thing about this design is that, like, it's state issued, like, so everyone is a number, right? And that's kind of like the backstory to that. Like, that's why it's like that. And prison uniforms also, like, the prisoners are just a number. and to, you know, go along with the dystopian theme. Like I just put that number on there, and it's really cool. So it's like, this is just another way of stating my brand's name on the back here, and if you follow the brand and you know about it, then it's pretty cool. Anyways, these are releasing in 2 colors. This is cement and this is charcoal. I personally like the cement more, and I'm wearing one right now. I've been wearing these oversized tees for the past couple weeks, like blank ones, and I've washed them and everything, and they look super dope. I'm really looking forward to washing these and seeing what these look like after they're washed with the print on them, because what I really want the prints to look like is super faded. Like over time when you guys wash these, like I want these to look super faded and like a uniform, right? Like a dystopian uniform. So that's the backstory to it, and these are releasing on Friday. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video and this channel. Leave me some comments below what you think about the design, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks, guys.